Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters, dear donors. You're watching our winterisation program, which we're currently preparing. We've got a group of volunteers, mashallah, who've come from England. There's Imran, Abid and Faisal, who have made the journey to personally deliver the aid. They've all actively collected and raised money for this cause, and God willing, they will personally deliver that aid to the individuals. After the harsh winter of last year, we've had a massive outcry from the people in the refugee camps who are living in very flimsy and terrible conditions. As most of you who've followed the Syrian tragedy know, that the winter in Syria is extremely harsh. So hopefully we'll be able to keep more people warm than we did last year. And I think the figures this year, we're looking into tens of thousands of people. Last year we were in like 15,000 people we did. This year it's a lot more. And that's all possible because of your donations. And of course the active work that the SKT team do, and volunteers such as these, which exist all over the country and in fact internationally.
Good morning from Reyhanli. My name is Imran Haq and I'm one of the volunteers who's come over with SKT Welfare. I'm very grateful that they've brought me over. Been doing a lot of fundraising, especially over the last week or two, to help with the winterisation project, and seeing my aid come into place and the donations you've given at first hand. What I'm doing at the moment is actually packing or packed a box for a little girl, and it consists of several items which I'll just show you. Here we have a pink hoodie, as you can see, and that's all the boxes for little girls would have them. We've also got two pairs of socks, one pink and one cream here. We've got a hat, we also have gloves, and we have thermals, pink gloves to make sure the set's matching. But probably one of the most key items what we have is actually here hand-knitted dolls by a leading organisation within the United Kingdom who have sent these over. Now there's been a lot of research conducted on this. Now you can just imagine families have been lost, children have lost their parents, their brothers, their sisters, and they don't have much to turn to or console to. And the research has shown is that children find these to be very therapeutic, and they find these to be comforting, something they can talk to, something they can sleep to at night time, and bring some solace for the lost individuals that they have lost within their family. And this is a key item, and SKT have based this upon their research that's been done on the ground in Syria and around the refugee camps. So this is one of the items which your donation has provided.
I've come from the UK to help Syrian families who are staying in Reyhanli, who have been displaced. I'd just like to thank SKT Welfare for giving me the opportunity to help families and refugees who've come from Syria. I just want to explain some of the things that we've got, what SKT have bought from your donations, what you have given us. Some of the things consist of, like Imran said, the t-shirts. We give several t-shirts from SKT Welfare using the concept of layering, which keeps heat through the body, and as you know, in the cold winters it's what's required. So in addition to that, we've got branded SKT Welfare hoodies from the UK. On that note, I'd just like to thank Zamax from the UK for helping us and providing us with these hoodies, which will go to the Syrian refugees. The other things that we have in the box are gloves and socks, a couple of pairs again using the same concept, and I'll pass on to Faisal who can explain some of the other items that we have.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Faisal. I'm one of the volunteers from the UK. I'm very grateful to be given this opportunity to be here. The aspect of the winterisation clothing I'm assisting with at the moment is thermal wear. We have a variety of options that will be given to the individuals, and all of the clothing that's being provided is being thought out in unison. So none of it is an individual component, rather aspects of all of this will be given to each individual. So an example of this is the hoodies. So these are SKT Welfare branded hoodies, and they're specific They're specifically tailored and built to withstand the harsh winter. Another aspect is these hats that have been provided. And then interestingly, we have these thermal undergarments, which again have actually been commissioned by SKT. They've been made in Istanbul, and they are specifically worn. We have them in all sizes for children as well as adults. This is a top probably for a young boy or a young girl, and we have leggings as well. And these can be used to complement some of the other clothes, because obviously the winter is very, very brutal, and we know that these people have been through a lot and continue to be suffering a lot, and the Syrian winter particularly is extremely harsh. So compounded with all of the other elements that they have to contest, this will hopefully bring some relief. And then can we pass me one of the blankets? So we also have blankets as well, again, which will be provided to families. And again, these are specific thermal blankets designed to cope with the kind of winter that is unfortunately going to be endured in the coming few weeks.
So all your donations, all we can say from SKT is keep on bringing in the donations. Please support Syria and continue to follow SKT in whichever shape or form you wish, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's tweeting, whether it's through our website. But please, please help us to help Syria.
Can you guide me to the treasures I have lost? Can you show me every secret I forgot? When I came, you asked me where I had come from. Said my homeland was my kingdom all along. Khorasan, send me home, breathe in me. I have been, I have grown, give me
So it's 20 past 11 in the evening, we're back at the hotel. We set out early today to deliver the winterisation packs to the refugees in villages near the border with Syria, further out from Reyhanli. It was an amazing experience. We encountered many families, many individuals who were very curious about what was happening and flocked to us. I think their spirit is absolutely immense, and despite seeing their living conditions and the deplorable environment that they have to live in, some of the places that we went to had unfinished floors. They were building sites that they were living in, unfinished building sites, yet their spirit was really magnanimous. They invited us into their homes, they allowed us to look and film, and they were speaking to us, and they made loads of du'as for us. It really, really is a humbling experience. So an absolutely tremendous day. I think it was really valuable for us as volunteers to witness that firsthand and see the spirit of these refugees. Even there's a lot of lessons there.
I think there's been several things that I've reflected upon today. First is the courage and the smile of these people. The tribulations that they're going through are just something I can't describe. But they're smiling, they're still very welcoming, open hearts, inviting you to the house, saying come eat, have some sweets, have something. The second thing that hit me today is that we do a lot of work and we raise a lot of money, and you lot raise a lot of money. But I realised today is that there are more people in need of aid than there is actually aid. And that's why we delivered a lot of aid today, but still there was insufficient amount of aid to cover everyone that needed aid. That hit me more than anything else. And the thing that got me today is what we were giving them was simple things, but the smiles on their faces, the children, the elders, receiving simple food and winter packs, there's something money price can't, it's just one of them things that...
One of the highlights really for me, which I think probably floored me, was entering the ramshackle accommodation of one family who invited us in. They must have had about 3 or 4 daughters, young children, from the age of 2 or 3, probably going up to about 12. And one of the girls was disabled, and she allowed us to film her, and it just struck me the hardship that they're living with, coupled with a disability that she had, and yet she was looking at me when I was filming her, speaking to her with these wide eyes, smiling, as if everything was fine. And I found that really difficult when I was. It was one of those moments, and as I was leaving, I just had to take stock of the situation, because it was a connection there, and there was just her whole life was in her eyes, and I just we make dua for their situation improves, because they're coping up. I don't know how I would cope in that situation. They're immensely happy individuals.